Okay, live now. Hello to the couple people that are already here. We'll just wait a few more minutes for some more people to join and then we'll start the presentation. I'll just put the slides up for now. Oh, actually we have the video.
My name is Maria Tencio. I am from Puerto Ordaz, Venezuela. I'm studying political science at University of Calgary. Moving from a different country, I was very scared when you're new in town and you're new at university. In UCalgary, you get the best professors, you get the best students that can actually support you. It's very important to me how multicultural University of Calgary is because it allows inclusiveness throughout not only the UCalgary community, but in the city as well. I live downtown, which is actually my favorite part of the city. Every day I get to school through the bus or the trains, and it takes me around half an hour. One of my favorite places on campus, it's definitely the atrium at Administration Building. You get a very positive vibe and you get to study and you get to also enjoy a little bit of nature. I'm part of the University of Calgary Debate Society, and I think it's amazing. It has really helped me improve not only on my debate skills, but also in my English. And I think it's a great way to get to know your peers at University of Calgary. I also work at the registrar's office, specifically at admissions and recruitment. It's a great opportunity to help people to join the community at University of Calgary. I'm very happy to be at University of Calgary, and I hope that I can contribute as much as University of Calgary has contributed to my life.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the webinar and thank you for joining us today. I'm Virginia and I'm a current student at the University of Calgary, and joining me today in this presentation are Caitlin, Bobby, and Alfredo. We'll all give you a little bit more information on ourselves, and then once we finish that, then we will go into answering your questions. I'm just going to do a quick poll to make sure everyone is able to see and hear us all right, and then we'll get started. Okay, looks like no one's having any problems. So like I said, first we'll just have a quick presentation where we'll all tell you a little bit about ourselves and share a little bit about our university experience, and then following the presentation, we'll do our Q&A session. So feel free to throw your questions in the chat at any time, and then we'll get to them after the presentation is done. And just a last note, our focus for this presentation is going to be on answering questions about the student's experience at University of Calgary. So if you have any more technical questions about admissions or anything like that, please reach out to one of our recruiters or to the office of the registrar. I'll put their contact page in the chat so that you can reach out to them if need be. But if we miss a question, that's probably why, just because it's a little outside of our zone. All right, so like I said, I'm Virginia. I'm in my 6th year of university. It has been a bit of a long journey, but I started in engineering and then ended up switching into business and completing a co-op or the co-op program. So I am in my final semester right now. We'll be graduating in April or June. My program is a Bachelor of Commerce and Marketing, and I am from a small town in central Alberta originally. One of my favorite things about being at the University of Calgary is all the different jobs here that are available for students. When I've been at my time at the university, I've had 3 different jobs on campus. So it's really nice working on campus because they understand that you're a student. There's some flexibility with exam season, and a lot of them really give you the opportunity to, pick the work hours that work best for you. And I also so 2 of those jobs I did were part-time jobs, and one was a co-op job full-time. And I had really great experiences at all of them. My favorite thing about living in Calgary is definitely the sunshine and Chinooks in the winter. For anyone who doesn't know, Chinooks are basically just like a warm wind that comes down from the mountains, and it's definitely super nice in the winter when you're going through a bit of a cold spell, and it just warms things up for a little while. A couple of my favorite spots on campus I wanted to highlight for you guys. So if you know anyone who's in business at UCalgary, you've probably seen a photo like the one of me on the left. Pretty much all business students use this spot on the fourth floor of Scurfield Hall to take a professional looking headshot. As you can see, there's kind of like a big open space in the middle of the building. And in the middle of it on the second floor is a nice space for students to hang out, and a Brew and Blends, which is a coffee and smoothie spot unique to UCalgary. They have lots of options that are really good. And there's also another location in the kinesiology building that has more food options too. As with most faculty buildings, there's also an undergraduate student lounge for students to use, as well as study rooms specifically for Haskayne students. So I really like spending time in Scurfield Hall in general. And then, as you might have seen in the video of Maria at the start, another favorite spot of many students on campus is the atrium, which is found in the administration building. So that's just a really nice study spot and a really good escape in the winter if you're looking for a little bit of greenery on campus.
Hi everyone, my name is Alfredo. I am a third-year international relations student with a minor in economics and business. I am from Calgary, so I've been blessed with the opportunity to stay at home throughout all of this and not have to pay for anything. Saves a little bit of cost. But my favorite thing about the University of Calgary is the great community feel that comes with attending the university. I always say that it's one of the best schools that provides that because we feel like some other schools get very competitive, whereas at the university, it's more of everybody helping everyone to get through it together. My favorite things about the city, like Virginia said, it's got to be the sunshine, but as well as the Stampede and all the great music festivals that come in the summer. Yeah. Cool experiences that I've had throughout my degree are being part of some of the great clubs at this university. The university has over 350 clubs. I'm part of the International Relations Club and the Ski and Snowboard Club. We usually take some cool trips up to the mountains during the winter, and you have a great time with everybody. And it's also a great break from all your academics. I am a tour guide, so if anybody has taken a tour with me, you might know me from there. And yeah, just going to every varsity sport event that there is, like the Crochell Classic and the Pack the Jack and the kickoff game at the very beginning of the semester.
Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin. I am in my third year of a biomedical sciences degree with a minor in geography. I'm from Kamloops, BC, and I've always had a passion for both the outdoors and for helping people. So the University of Calgary was a really great fit for me. My favorite thing about the university, I would say, is I guess, to diversify your degree as I've done. So being in a biology stream, it's really, really easy to get stuck into the whole looking at cells and only cells and looking at like, the mitochondria, whatever. But I love learning about a lot of different things. And I found that the University of Calgary really gave me that opportunity to look at more than just my major. They made it really, really easy. So I know it's super cheesy and everyone says it, like the opportunities are endless. And I mean that wholeheartedly, like for sure, for sure. And I guess secondly, my favorite thing is the opportunity to conduct research. So the university offers this program called Pure, and it's a summer studentship kind of program in the summer where you work together with the supervisor to ask a certain research question. And then throughout the summer, whether it be, I think, 8, 12, or 16 weeks, whatever you choose, you get to work alongside your supervisor to answer that question. So I've had the opportunity myself. Absolutely loved it. It's a great and really easy way to get involved in research as an undergrad. I love how easy the University of Calgary makes it for me. it adds another layer to my learning that's really personalized and something that I actually really want to learn about. And you can intersectionalize that as well. So for my, like, for example, my major is biomed and my minor is geography. So my research was surrounded around both biomed and geography, and that was really easy to do. And my favorite thing about the city of Calgary is definitely the coffee shops. It definitely shows that I'm a university student. I'm always drinking coffee. And I love all the different little places you can go. It's definitely a fun oasis from campus. Really nice, cozy, easy to study. So would definitely recommend going around the city to kind of exploring what they have. And then, as Alfredo already mentioned, there are so many clubs on campus, and I've also found this is a great way to diversify by interests. Again, instead of learning with like a minor or whatnot, you can always join a club. There are so many different kind of categories. So, as Alfredo mentioned, there was the ski and board club, which is super fun. But there are lots of different kind of categories, including the advocacy club. There are academic kind of clubs, sustainability, language, you name it. And there are so many clubs. However, if there is a slight off chance that one does not appeal to you, you do have the opportunity to kind of just make your own club, which I think is a great initiative put on by the University of Calgary. And at the bottom of the slide there, you can kind of see the Instagram handle for the Student Union Clubs page on Instagram. You can go there. They have a lot of little links to different clubs and whatnot. So it's easy to go on there, just get a little sneak peek to see what's there. And then I guess again, I'm just gonna build off what Alfredo said. I absolutely love the Crowchild Classic. It's one of my favorite ways to get involved with not just my campus, but a different campus. So both men and women's hockey teams play our rivals, the MRU Cougars. This is held at the Settle Dome, which is actually home to the Calgary Flames. So I think that's super cool. So if you don't really know a lot about hockey, if you kind of are up in the air, don't like it, love it, I would definitely recommend this event to you. It's super fun, super social. Always a good time.
So hi everyone, my name is Bobby. I'm a third year kinesiology student in the exercise and health physiology program. I'm originally from St. Bruce, Saskatchewan, and my favorite thing about the University of Calgary is probably the tight-knit community within my own faculty. I met most of my friends at orientation the first couple of days of university, and they've been in all of my classes throughout my degree so far, so that's been awesome. My favorite thing about the city of Calgary is a lot of the outdoor activities nearby. I do a lot of hiking and snowboarding in my free time, so it's nice that it's only like an hour away. Some cool experiences throughout my degree have been living in residence for 2 years. I lived in Rundle for my first year and then Cascade for my second. I've also had the opportunity to do lots of fun hands-on kinesiology labs. So some of the things we have done have been testing blood samples, measuring our own lung capacity, VO2 max tests, and teaching swimming lessons and other sports lessons. And like the other students, I also attended lots of the events on campus, like the Crowchild Classic and the football kickoff and Bermuda Shorts Day at the end of the year.
So that's the end of our presentation. Now that you know a little bit about all of us, our programs, happy to answer any questions that anyone has. So you can just put them in the chat and yeah, we'll start answering. No one has any questions for us? Does anyone else have anything additional they want to share while we wait? Okay, one question is if there are any courses you're required to take. Is there a specific question or a specific program you're wondering about for that question? Because there are required courses, but it depends on what program you're in. I think most degrees are about a little bit less than 50 maybe, and then a little bit less than 50% of courses that are required, and then like a little bit more than 50% of courses that are like electives, and you have a lot of freedom to choose on those. But for business, at least a lot of the required courses, you have like an option or two for some of them. How do you find professor feedback? Is it difficult to attain? Does anyone want to speak to that? I don't know if, I guess professor feedback on the like work you're completing.
What I usually do is the professors have set aside hours that you can go talk to them about anything you're having trouble with in the class. So if I'm not sure of why I got a certain grade, I just go talk to them, or I guess it's Zoom meetings right now.
I would also recommend reaching out to your TAs. So there's often a TA that's kind of with your class. They communicate with the professor a lot. They usually have a lot of inside knowledge and what's expected of the assignment. And if you get a grade back that you're not super sure of, like why you got that, as Bobby said, you can go to the TAs as well. I know that some of them do the marking depending on how big the class size is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely to both of those. And then just on the opposite side, in terms of giving your professor feedback, in addition to like always being able to reach them by email or anything, at the end of every semester, you have the opportunity to fill out your USRIs, which is Universal Student Rating something instrument, maybe. So that's basically a survey where you give feedback on both the professor and the class. So yeah, that's sort of the opposite of what you're asking, I think, but another way for you to provide feedback. In terms of computer science, I don't actually know personally, but if you look up like the computer science kind of website for the University of Calgary, then you can find a course list likely. I just looked quickly, but I didn't find it quick enough to type it in, but I don't think it's too hard to find. And yeah, Kara, most classes, if not all classes, have TAs, at least one TA. So they support the professor with grading, and then also with some classes that have tutorials, sometimes the TAs will lead the tutorials for them as well.
I just wanted to say something about the computer science and the required courses question. Um, if you are accepted and into your program and everything, in your main page, in your main student page, there should be an option that says academic requirements. And it'll show you every single class that you have to take on there. And then, which is like Virginia said, it's about 50%. And then whatever's not there, it'll also let you know what kind of options you have to take, if you have to take any options outside of the science faculty, or if they can just be any options that you would like.
Yeah, thanks, Alfredo. And I just put the link in the chat for that gives a quick outline of your first year, I think, at least the required courses and some options. Any other questions for us? You're welcome. Happy to help out. If there are no more questions, and I think we'll probably end the presentation shortly, but yeah, we're happy to stick around as long as people have questions to ask us. Well, until 5. All right, I think we can end the presentation here. We have one person left. So yeah, thank you for attending. And hopefully some of us will see you on campus one day. Bye.